Hey, Winchester, how are you?
Hey Hadley, doing well. How are you?
Great, thanks. Excited to talk with you today. I know many of our clients have initiated smart connected product projects over the years, and I wanted to get your viewpoint today on state of the market and then also any observations you have around retail and brands specifically.
Technology for smart connected products has been around for a while and it has matured over time. Recently, costs have gone down with things like patent expiration from RFID, and more retailers are leaning into smart connected products and those different technologies. And I think this is actually a really timely conversation right now with everything that's happening with COVID, because one of the common applications for smart connected products is for inventory management, which is asking the question of how do I use this to have the right product in the right place at the right time. And even though that sounds pretty simple and easy to do, it can be a lot more difficult in practice. And a lot of our retailers don't have as accurate of inventory as they would like to have, which is even more important right now because, we've had a lot of stores, some are reopening, but many stores are still shut down. Consumers are buying less. And when they are buying, those sales have moved to be online. So it's really more important than ever to have that visibility and have that visibility be accurate into where the product actually is so that you can make sure that you're getting it to the consumer where and when they need it.
Yeah, interesting. So, besides those, what are some of the additional themes that you've seen or lessons learned?
Yeah, I think there's like a mix of common lessons learned that everyone sort of faces, and then you always have a few that are unique to the different client or different retailer and brand and some of their own like secret sauce of the way that they do things. But some of the more common ones are, I'd say probably one of the top is not leaning into the process change side, either early enough or broadly enough. If you try and deploy SCP technology just to fit exactly the way that everything lives today, you're going to be cutting yourself short on the types of benefits that you can achieve. And so you have to be really critical and open to looking at not just the technical pieces, but also the process components and the ways that people work together and the ways that things move and interact, because there's a lot more opportunity and benefit that you can achieve when you do that. And then I'd say probably the second one is biting off more than you can chew at just one time. If you try and tackle too many use cases or go end to end in the value chain in the first shot, it just makes it a longer time to see the value sometimes because it takes time to implement. And so people find more success when they pick either one node or one starting point or a very focused and clear scope of where they're going to start as that starting point to then see the value and gain the momentum to keep it going and expand through the other places.
Can you talk to me a little bit more about some of the opportunities that come along with Smart Connected?
If we think about it in terms of discover, create, make, and sell, when we look at smart connected products, we're almost working backwards in the way that we think about it. So you might start with, say, your store doors in your value chain. And maybe one of the use cases that you use is auto replenishment, which means as soon as something gets bought on the floor, the sales floor, I'm replenishing it from the back right away. That way it's not out of stock or it's visible and easy for a consumer to see when they come in, which can lead to more purchases, right? More buying, more full price sales, more sales overall. There are all these other types of benefits that you start to see. And then not only do you see that, but you have item level data and visibility to every single item that's being sold. So now I can look at, coupling that with analytics and saying, where is this actually being sold? How are the different regions geographically and markets, not just at a macro level, what do those trends look like, but at a very, very specific level, which then can inform the way that I work backward into my make, my create, and even the discovery of new consumer insights.
Well, this was really great, Winchester. Great insight into SCP. And I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon, Hadley.